Hello everybody, I'm Spark249, welcome to episode 3 of Let's Play the Stanley Parable. And I'm on this desk, and in any other game, this may not be such a big thing, but in the Stanley Parable, there's no jump button. And the way I got up here, by the way, is you walk very quickly at the corner of that chair, and Stanley will climb up top of it. Now, you'll see why I'm doing this, if I can manage this without screwing up. Which is looking less likely by the second. Dang it. Okay, let's try that again. So, walk fast to the corner, then you hold control to crouch, but you can just wiggle your way up here. Oh, that's how I do it. Yes, you crouch across the top of the computers. And the reason I'm doing this is because there's a window here you can access. I'm going to fall out of it. Into the void. Oh.
At first, Stanley assumed he'd broken the map, until he heard this narration and realized it was part of the game's design all along. He then praised the game for its insightful and witty commentary into the nature of video game structure and its examination of structural narrative tropes. So, now that you're here, what do you think? Isn't this a fun and unique place to be? Why don't we take a minute just to drink it all in? Okay, I'm over it now. What do you think? Are you sick of this gag yet?
Are you sick of this gag, yes or no? Yes.
Well, I don't know how to say this politely, but you could literally just hit escape and restart the game any old time you want, like right now. You could have done it just then. Now would also be an appropriate time to quit. Any of these points and so many, many more, all of them are appropriate. I'm enjoying what seems to be an internal conflict going on where you are literally unable to act on your own desires to restart the game. So, just to push the envelope, I'm going to try and make this as miserable as possible and see how long you can maintain.
How so? Oh no, I'm out.
There once was a man named Stanley.
Not the singing.
Who people considered so manly.
Yay.
But the truth must be told, he was not very old and was quite particularly gangly. What Stanley liked most was buttons. He pushed them like some kind of glutton. He did it all day in a meaningful way, but his brain had long ceased to function. Which is why he is in this parable and lives an existence quite terrible. And if you are not strong and keep playing along, you too will become quite unbearable. Yes. You too will become quite unbearable.
He's quite mean. Anyway, I'm done with this music, so I'm going to restart, and now I'm going to get back up there and go say no. So once again...
Stanley thought to himself. Am I sure that the orders stopped coming in? How is that possible? They never stopped. Surely I was mistaken.
And out.
At first, Stanley assumed he'd broken the map
This is
until
so
he
meta.
heard this narration and realized it was part of the game's design all along. He then praised the game for its insightful and witty commentary into the nature of video game structure and its examination of structural narrative tropes. So, now that you're here, what do you think? Isn't this a fun and unique place to be? Why don't we take a minute just to drink it all in? Okay, I'm over it now. What do you think? Are you sick of this gag yet?
No.
Ah, then in that case we'll continue. But now, here comes the real question. What do you think would have happened if you had told me that you wanted this to stop? Do you think it would have been particularly different? Would I have taken the same idea but rephrased it superficially to fit that answer? Perhaps you never would even have thought of it if I hadn't brought up the issue in the first place.
He's messing with my brain.
Now, think about it. Will it be worth it for you to restart and then come back here just to do the other option? Clearly, this whole gag takes some time. What if the other option is even longer? How long will you spend in total just to have heard all the narration? Oh, and this is rich. Perhaps you've just played the other option, and now you've come to see what happens in this one. So, what do you think? Which choice was the better one?
This one,
Imagine
no
if
singing.
you had selected continue on your first playthrough, how tantalizing it would be not knowing what happens when you pick the other option. Indeed, you are one of the lucky ones. Though if the other option is really miserable to listen to, then perhaps you're not. In fact, I'm just going to say that no one who's listening to this is lucky. Well now, I've built up the other options so much that I'm going to stop talking and leave you to your decision whether to come back here, continue with the game, or just sit on this forever and ever. Cheers.
And once again, restart. So that's the hidden window ending. And it doesn't actually end... it doesn't actually end the game, but it's called an ending regardless. Also, notice how this seems quite a bit different. Here's the two doors, immediately. Sometimes the building will restructure itself.
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left.
No, he didn't. For the first time, he's going to disobey.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Yes, I'm going to go and admire the employee lounge.
Ah, yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in.
It's a very nice room. Wish I could stay, but must press on.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Yes, so this
And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
Look, you can see the meeting room. That does get you back on the correct path. However, there's a maintenance elevator. This is my favourite ending.
But Stanley didn't want to go back to the office. He wanted to wander about and get even further off track. So now in order to get back, he needed to go, from here it's,
We're lost.
left.
Yay.
Oh, no, it's to the right, my mistake. No, not the right. Why would I have ever said it was to the right? What was I thinking?
Where are
it's
we?
Clearly... Oh dear, would you hold on for a minute, please? Now, let's see. We went down right, left, down, left, right. Yep, okay, yes. I've got it now. This story is absolutely, definitely this way.
Let us find the story. Down in the maintenance section for some reason. Oh.
No. This isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be here yet. This is all a spoiler. Quick, Stanley, close your eyes.
No, I'm going to the ground.
Okay.
If you look very carefully, Clippy is up there. The office assistant.
It's all rubbish now. The whole story completely unusable. How about, rather than waste my time trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart the game from the beginning. And this time, suppose we don't wander so far off track, Okay,
Aww.
From the top.
Oh, he restarted the game for me. Charming. Well, let's get moving.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley
So now-
decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Now that we've completed that ending, let's go back to the room.
When Stanley... Wait, what? No, I restarted. I swear I definitely restarted the game over, completely fresh. Everything should be... Oh, did something change? Stanley, did you change anything when we were back in that room with all the monitors? Did you move the story somewhere, or... Hold on. Why am I asking you? I'm the one who wrote the story. It was right here just a minute ago. I know for sure that it's here somewhere. Okay, then. It's an adventure. Come, Stanley. Let's find the story.
So many choices. I'm going to go this way. Okay, let's just go this way. Although, to be fair, regardless of which way you go, you will eventually So regardless of which way I actually walk, eventually we will just end up here.
This is the worst adventure I've ever been on. I can promise you there definitely was a story here before. Do we need to restart the game again? Well, I find it unlikely that we'll ever progress by starting over and over again. But it's got to be better than this. Okay, let's give it a shot. Why not?
Oh, he's restarted it again for me. Apparently the overabundance of doors was not a selling point for him. Well, off we go again.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Back to the doors room and... Oh, there's no
Okay,
doors.
It's worse. I might be remembering this wrong. It's possible the story is back where we just came from. Why don't we go back the other direction and see if we missed anything?
Okie dokie then. Oh.
Aha! I knew we'd miss something. The story. Here it comes.
This corridor does not make sense.
Wait, never mind. Not the story. Okay, let's head back the other way and retrace our steps.
You're messing with my brain here. Oh, wonderful. Where are we now?
Now this... Well, I'll be honest, I don't recognize this place at all. Is this the story? I don't think so. I can't quite recall, but I believe my story took place in an office building. Is that correct? Do you remember, Stanley? Well, do you know what? Since I've completely forgotten what we were supposed to be doing, how about this? You win!
Yay!
Congratulations! I know you put in a lot of hard work, and it really paid off, so good job.
Where's the door gone?
Oh, no. No, I don't feel right about this at all. We both know you didn't put in any actual work for that win. Some people win fair and square, and this was not one of those situations. Okay, I'm getting weirded out by whatever this place is. I don't care what might happen this time. I have to restart.
Oh good, I felt like I was going to end up murdered in that place. The rhythmic tapping wasn't helping. What's going to happen now that he's restarted it yet again? Oh good!
All right, I've got a solution. This time, to make sure we don't get lost, I've employed the help of the Stanley Parable Adventure Line. Just follow the line. How simple is that?
Okay. So this line knows where the story is. Aha! Oops.
You see? The line knows where the story is. It's over in this direction. Onward, Stanley, to destiny. Though, here's a thought. Wouldn't wherever we end up be our destination, even if there's no story there? Or to put it another way, is the story of no destination still a story? Simply by the act of moving forward, are we implying a journey such that a destination is inevitably conjured into being via the very manifestation of the nature of life itself? Whoa. Hang on. That got a bit weird back there. Well, I'd like to apologize. Not sure where I was going with all that.
Number 8.
You know what? I think what we need right now is a bit of music to lighten the mood.
Yes.
Cut the music, go back and look at that fern. Stanley, this fern will be very important later in the story. Make sure you study it closely and remember it carefully. You won't want to miss anything.
hope you've memorised that, Fern. There'll be a test later. I think the line is a bit lost.
We're back at the office? No. Line, you do know we're looking for the Stanley Parable, right? The story. Is any of this ringing a bell?
Does it know where the story is? Oh.
Oh, no, not again. Line, how could you have done this to us? And after we trusted you, after everything we've been through, you... Oh, I can't take this anymore. To hell with it. Restart.
Those random lag spikes are bothering me now. Okay, let's follow the line once again.
You know what, Stanley? I say forget the adventure line. What's it ever done for us?
Brought us on a wonderful adventure.
We're intelligent people, right? Why can't we make up our own story? Something exciting, daring, mysterious. Ooh, this all sounds perfectly doable. Why don't we simply start wandering in, well, I don't know. How about this direction?
Certainly. Ooh, a brand new adventure.
Now, yes, this is exciting. Just me and Stanley forging a new path, a new story. Well, it could be anything. What do you want our story to be? Go wild. Use your imagination. Whatever it might be, Stanley, I'm ready for it.
Oh, now I'm trying to think of what I...
Oh, no, not you again. Stanley, I'd also like to veto the line from having any role in our awesome new story. No lines or monitor rooms. Just don't acknowledge it, and we should be fine.
Okay, don't even look at it. Go away, line. It's too much line. Line is everywhere. Oh, it's off again.
Ah, a choice.
Yay!
We get to make a decision. From here, the story is in our control. How important we mustn't squander the opportunity. In fact, I believe I need a minute to think here. Just walk in circles for a minute. Okay, so I know that each door has to lead somewhere, which means that somewhere, the place where we're trying to go, there must be a reverse door that leads here. And that in turn means that our destination corresponds with counter-inverted reverse door's origin. So starting from the right, let us ask, will taking the right door lead us to where we're going? And since the answer is clearly yes, then by all accounts, the door on the right is the correct one. Another victory for logic. Come, Stanley, our destiny awaits.
And the Nobel Prize goes to... By the way, the doors go to the same place. And this...
Hold up, what's this?
The confusion ending.
The confusion ending? You're telling me that's what this is? It's all one giant ending? And we're supposed to restart the game, what, eight times? That's really how all this goes?
This is where we are.
It's all determined? So now, according to the schedule, I restart again. Then what? Am I just supposed to forget? Well, what if I don't want to forget?
It's on the schedule.
My mind goes blank simply because it's written here on this thing. Wall. Well, who consulted me? Why don't I get to decide? Why don't I get a say in all of this? Is it really... No, it can't be. I don't want it to be. I don't want the game to keep restarting. I don't want to forget what's going on. I don't want to be trapped like this. I won't restart the game. I won't do it. I won't do it. I won't do it.
Can you open the door then?
And the timer stopped? Does that mean, did we do it? Did we break the cycle? The, whatever it is that made this schedule? How would we even know? Will someone come for us? Will something happen? So, okay. I guess now we just wait. You know, I suppose in some way that this is a kind of story, wouldn't you agree? I'm not quite sure if we're in the destination or the journey, though they're always saying that life is about the journey and not the destination, so I hope that's where we are right now. We'll find out, won't we? Eventually. Well, in the meantime...
And just like that, that's the end of the confusion ending. We don't want to cooperate, so everything breaks. It restarts by itself, And this is an actual restart. This kicks us out of the confusion ending. We're now back at the actual beginning of the game. So, I hope you enjoyed this episode. I'm Spark249. Have fun,